Have you ever wondered what it takes to grow personally? Have you ever wondered? I'm asking this question intentionally. Have you ever wondered what it takes to grow personally? Now, I didn't know what it took to grow personally. That's why I'm asking this question. Because a lot of people that I've spoken to don't. They think, oh, all I just need to do is keep doing all the degrees, and then that means that I'm doing well. And yes, it might seem like that, but that's one pillar out of the 4 pillars in your life that you need to grow. I'm going to share a little bit of what happened to me when I hit my own rock bottom. When I hit my rock bottom, everything was taken away from me. My work, they fired me from my job. I had failed at being a mother, stepmother, wife. I failed at everything. And so for me, that was my own version of absolute failure and rock bottom. And I met Lisa Nichols. And it's a video of her that I saw again that made me want to talk about it. And that's why I'm talking about this right now. When I met her during that period, something struck me by something she said. Not only do you have to grow, but you also have to grow alone. And that affected me. Now, when you're in the midst of pain and you find yourself in a lot of pain and you are learning different things, growing, expanding in different places, one of the things that you really want to do is share it with other people. You want other people to also join you on the journey and also be, why can't they also hear some of the things that I'm hearing, do some of the things that I'm doing, growing some of the ways that I'm growing, so that we can all grow together. And then you share some of those things with them, and then you get a rebuttal, and then you now start to feel bad. It can actually stunt your growth at that point, just because other people are saying that they don't want to join you. So you can stop it. You can stop your growth. Because a lot of times we don't want to be alone. And because we're people pleasers, we want everybody to be happy with us. And so we stop. And you know, growing personally, thank God they added personally to it, because it's a personal growth. It's a personal decision. It's a personal journey. In everything that you do, in that moment, or from that moment on, regarding your personal life, becomes personal to you. And so when you're studying, you're going to the courses, you're going for conferences, you are traveling abroad for events, or even without even traveling abroad, even locally, you're hoping that people are going to join you on it. Or you want to carry everybody at the same time, forgetting that that door maybe was only for you. There's this image that I always ask people. If you've got no legs, so you're standing on your hips, would you be able to back anybody and carry anybody? And nobody has ever said yes. The truth is, when you're going through your rock bottom and you see some light, and you are going towards the light, and light is awareness and clarity, you are without legs. You are like in the hospital with an ICU mask on, and you can't help anybody else. You can only help yourself. Now imagine this picture. You help yourself, you grow, you go through that door by yourself, you grind, your warrior comes out, you are there, dedicated, resilient, there's tenacity, there's dedication, there's discipline. Ooh, I'm telling you all the words that I had. And honestly, the warrior in me was what had to come out to bring me out of that bad space. The warrior in me had to come out. I became non-negotiable. My growth became non-negotiable. I became a no matter what person. It didn't matter who I was going to crush or remove from my face, or remove from my front, or remove from my back. Even if, yes, it did start hard, because I wanted everybody to be on the journey, and I didn't want to be on that journey alone. But the day I realized that this journey is a personal journey, I threw everything, all the weight off my shoulders. Even I created some form of a distance, even with my children, because I needed to get myself to be a better mother for them. I needed to get myself to be a better wife to my husband. I needed to get myself to be a better daughter, a better sister, a better worker, a better boss. I needed to distance myself and first of all, regain myself. You know, when Voltron wants to form, what happens? It goes back to come back. Even all our superheroes, they enter a hole to become this whole thing, right? Superman goes somewhere to hide, and then Clark Kent, that's his name, he will go in and then hide and then remove his powers and become Superman. All our superheroes, you have to go into hiding first to come out the empowered person. And that's what happens with personal growth. There's a rooting, and when we plant a seed, we don't see what's happening underneath. Does that then mean that nothing is happening? No, something is happening. So you root. The deeper you root, the higher the tree that rises. The bamboo, I think it takes about 6 years and 5 months for one sprout to come out. 6 years after you have put the seed out. But it ends up being the tallest tree, right? So you have to go into hiding first, into a place of darkness, it seems like, where only you are there. You are using your torchlight, because that's all you have at that point. Your torchlight to open the books, to read through it, to cry in the night, to go through the emotions, to go through the healing, to see your therapies, your therapists, to go through the therapies, to do the work, the inner work. All of that is like seemingly darkness. But when you come out of that place of rooting and hiding and darkness and aloneness, the power that comes out of it, the person you become, the thing that emerges from you. I tell people now that I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago. The Adeola that exists today is a new person. One day I was actually speaking to my therapist, and I said to my therapist that I'm not the same person my husband married. The person my husband married is dead. I'm a different person. And I'm sharing that vulnerably with you today because it's the truth. I had to go into hiding. I had to go into darkness. I had to go into stillness. I had to go into aloneness for me to be able to, first of all, even hear God speak to me. I had to be silent and quiet. It had to be in a place of reflection. It had to be in a quiet, still place. For me to go through all the therapies, I hid to do all the therapies that I did, let me be very honest. Because I knew that if I told anybody, they would have stopped me. And I'm so grateful that God gave me the money that I needed at the times that I needed it to do it. Because also, if I had to wait on somebody to be able to do any of the things that I did, maybe I'll still be where I am till today. But I knew that if I invested my money in myself, I would be invested in myself. And I did that. And nobody can take that value away from me. The handbags can be taken away. The cars can be taken away. Your husband, wife, children, everything can be taken away. But what you have deposited in you, nobody can touch it. Only you. Only you can put it there. And in fact, I'm not even sure whether only you can remove it, because it will take a longer time. But yes, you can remove it if you do other things about it. But it was my own work that I had to do, my own healing, my own questions, my own everything had to be me doing it. But it had to happen in a place where no other voice was. I would hide to do therapy. I would lock myself in my room and lock the door so that nobody would come in. Sometimes I would lie that I've left the house, but I'm inside the house because I needed quiet. I didn't want the children to come, keep barging into my room, because I didn't also have a job at the time. So I'll find ways and say, oh, I'm going somewhere, or I'll go to a friend's place and close the door, switch off the lights, stay in just so that I could connect with my inner being and the true healing work that I really desired at the time. So some people are listening to me and say, but I don't have money. Well, you do. Because you are using money to do some things. What if you stopped some to be able to do this? Because it brings the value that your life needs. I could have said the same thing too. And guess what? I would have been where I was. I would not be the person sitting down here teaching you from the value that I have taken in. I would. So do you need to do it? Yes, you do. Do you need to do the healing? Yes, you do. So that you can live the life that you choose to live. But it starts from knowing that it is a lonely journey. And you know, we have that song, Lonely at the Top. I don't agree that it's lonely at the top. We have quality at the top. And it's not quantity. And you know, they say 1% of people think, 2% think they think, and 97% of the people will rather die than think. So if you can just be part of that 1%, that's quality, isn't it? Of course, 97% is quantity, but what's the quality in it? I'd rather be part of that 1% quality people at the top who are ruling the world and doing amazing things. You can be one of those people too, just by deciding that you're willing and ready and able to go on that journey of transformation that I went on to live the life that I now live. Because if I can do it, I promise you, guaranteed, I will give you your money back. If you do the work and it doesn't work for you, I will pay you all your money back. Guaranteed. Your life will never remain the same again. So do the work today and know that you're doing it alone for yourself until you can go back and save other people. But you first have to save yourself before you can save anyone else. You first need air to breathe before you can give. That's why even on the plane, what do they say? When the masks come down, wear your own first before you even wear for your children. Because you have to be alive first to be able to wear the mask for your children. And so that's what happens with personal development. Taking your own air first, and it's alone. Can be lonely, but it depends on how you look at it, right? And then you can go back and help other people and give of the value that you would have received when you were in darkness and stillness. And it's such a wonderful place to be in, actually. It's like gold. You end up being so golden and so beautiful. I would rather go through that fire to stay golden and beautiful. What about you? Love and light. Hi there. My name is Adeola Kingsley James. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I hope that something I said resonated with your spirit. If it did, please share me with other people because it will resonate with other people. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that button below, and finally click on the notification bell so that once my videos drop, you get it. Don't forget, I'm here for you as a sister and a friend. If you want somebody to talk to, send us a DM, send us a message so that we can share and care with you. Love and light. I'm Adeola once again.